Hello everybody, my name is Antoine, welcome back to Let's Play Kaiserreich in Hearts of Iron 4. Now, what's it together for Victory DLC? Hopefully it doesn't crash, because I tried 2 times earlier to play the game, and apparently it crashed every single time. So I disabled most of the mods that weren't either A, saying that it should be compatible, or B, were cosmetic, because I'm assuming that's not the map mods that are making the game crash. So we'll see after about 2 minutes. I mean, I guess you technically won't see, you just won't know about it. But yeah, here we are. We're playing as Canada. This is about the tanks and stuff. We can kind of ignore that. Insufficient resources. We can kind of ignore that as well. I don't really. There's not much to really say about the new expansion. I know it changes some of the things about the AI. There's demanded subjects here, but we don't have any subjects. Nice thing here, showing offensive and defensive combat. You got some battle logs, which will probably be cool to look at, you know, once fighting actually begins. But other than that, I'm not too sure what has actually changed. I guess we'll get into that a little bit later. Okay. I did have to sadly turn off the nice counters. We just got these ones, which are basically awful. I hate the way these ones look. But I turned off the other ones just in case those were somehow making the game crash. I don't believe they were. But I don't think it's impossible that for some reason those were making the game crash. But it did seem to kind of fix the flag issue. You know, they're not flickering back and forth anymore. But let's take a look. Nope, they're still flickering. It's just not on our flag for some reason, which I guess for the most part is fine. So we're training up some more troops. The United States still hasn't declared a civil war yet. I still think it's going to happen. I don't know when, but I have confidence that the United States will probably not survive at least this year. At least in 1937. I don't know if the United States is going to last. Someone in the comments of the last episode was saying that there is a way for the leader of the CSA to be killed, to be assassinated, but I don't know if that's actually in the Heart of Iron 4 mod. It's probably in the Darkest Hour mod, but I don't know if it's actually been implemented here quite yet. You know, seeing as the United States doesn't even have a focus tree, I don't know if that event's actually in the game. But I have noticed that really none of the cores or anything have shown up quite yet. I don't know if they're ever actually going to show up. And I assume when they show up, that'll probably mean that is when they're about to fire. But I'm not too sure. So how long is it going to take for these factories? The 15th of October, so still a long, long time. We're just giving too many things for consumer goods. We're in early mobilization. If we can get up to partial. Yeah, we have more than 50% world tension. Actually, what's causing all this world tension? It's Austria. Which kind of makes sense because they're in the middle of a war right now. I said they're not. They're just at war with Montenegro down here. Will they actually succeed? I'm not too sure. It's a really, really thin... It's just one province long, so I don't know if the AI can really figure that one out. If the AI can figure out to, you know, just go from like here to here with a naval invasion, then they could solve it easily, but I don't have high hopes for the AI. So yeah, they're going to be doing that. The Soviet Union... or Soviet Russia, they're still fighting against Russia. I'm surprised that they haven't lost yet, seeing as they're outnumbered like 3-1. But we shall see. We shall see. Yes, we did get Ireland on our side. Apparently, there's the EU flag. I don't know why that's in the game. Why would the EU flag be in the game? That doesn't really make a lot of sense. But okay, we did you know, establish 11 guys. They're kind of just hanging around Ireland at the moment. Oh, spearhead. What is this? Right click. For a spearhead line. Can only be painted on territory you have assigned to a frontline naval invasion. Compared to an offensive line, a spearhead will aggressively try to take all the provinces as if they were... when they... Okay. For spearheads, when you need to do overlapping encirclements, cutting off the enemy. Okay. Division assigned mode, unassigned divisions. Was that always there? Probably. But let's just garrison the rest of Ireland, just to split our troops out a little bit more and protect the island, just in case Britain decides to do anything. They're doing evolution right now, which will make them a specific type of communist, because right now they're just radical socialist, I believe. Yeah, they're just radical socialists. So if they do one of these, I think this is totalism. I think this is like I'm not too sure. But I think this one is syndicalism, which is the same thing that like France has. The Soviet Union is radical socialist as well. What's us? Oh, Italy actually unified. So I guess we'll never know what socialist Italy was. I think they are probably syndicalist as well, but I'm not too sure. And it's very surprising that communist Italy decided to join the Italian Federation, which is, you know, still led by the Pope. You think that they would have some obvious reasons to say no to that offer, but apparently not. So that's fine. So we actually got a pretty strong Italy here, and it is weakening the Third Internationale a little bit. Now it's just Britain and France. I mean, that's still a little bit threatening, but they don't have Italy anymore. So that is good. Basically means that a national France out here is a little bit safer because, you know, there's not a enemy-controlled Sicily, you know, within like a, you know, one sea tile from Tunis. So hopefully it'll be a little bit more well-defended. But I still do want to deploy troops down here at some point as well to protect France, just in case the commune of France decide to invade them. We'll probably wait until all... What are you guys missing? We don't have enough infantry equipment. That's surprising. Why are we building so many artillery? We need more rifles. Got some American troops on the border. I mean, they are marquee liberals. They're the same ideology as us. So them joining our faction, I don't think is impossible. I don't know if they're ever actually going to join us, though, which is kind of disappointing. Sadly, we can't actually choose a national focus right now, just because we need to get this back up to at least 0, because right now we got some pretty bad stability. So we kind of want to make sure, you know, we get out of that. So yeah, just ignore that for now. And I assume when we get closer to 0, there'll just be events that basically change this, because we can't really do anything here. Which kind of sucks, but... Expert focus. Yeah, I mean, everything here seems basically fine. Now that we actually did the resource one, is there things that we're importing that we actually don't need to be importing? We need lead, so we still need more steel. Tungsten, we don't make any of that. We have a surplus of aluminum, so that's good. We need 1 rubber. So really... I mean, we're getting a little bit of oil, which I guess is nice. It makes our battleship build slightly faster. Now only 4 years, I think, instead of like 5 it was before. So, you know, it's a little bit of a bonus. Not much. And there we go, we got some improved artillery. It's not 939, so we can't really go for the QF 25 pounder. Oh, I guess actually, yeah, this used to just be there used to be nothing listed here, but actually it makes sense now that there is, I'm assuming this is probably part of Together for Victory. Because I don't think there's unique models for these things before. But it is 1937, we're getting both of these. That's 1938. Air Doctrine could be useful. I don't know if you need heavy fighters, though. Okay. How about some Land Doctrine? I think superior firepower is, like, always good. So we'll go with that. I mean, especially since we have a small population, only 15 million. We no longer... Okay, Arthur Doyle's gone. I don't remember exactly what he was or what he was doing, but I'm sure it'll be fine. There we go. So he's basically... Do we have more troops in Ireland? No, we have about the same amount of troops in Ireland as Ireland, though. So we basically doubled the defense of Ireland, which is good. Hopefully that'll mean that Britain doesn't get any wise ideas. Federalist office. Okay, so did they change? They did evolution. I don't know. New society, emergency powers. That's fine. And then Annie Kenny, whoever this is now in charge. I don't remember who was in charge before, but apparently Annie Kenny is now in charge of the country. Like, is your stability, like, super low? Very low stability, low party popularity. So I'm assuming it's still going to fire. Somebody said in the comments we could just, you know, find the event and fire it ourselves. But we're not going to do that. I feel like it has to occur naturally. If the United States can naturally avoid the Civil War, then that's fine by me. Really, it just means that more troops are ready to actually get deployed into Europe at some point. So you still need more rifles. because we're fulfilled on artillery, we're basically going to get that down as much as possible. We don't need all the artillery. Do we have a surplus for artillery? Like a 500 surplus was actually quite a lot, because each one of you guys needs how many artillery? You have 1 artillery unit. So each one of you needs 36. So, you know, we have a, what, 15, 16, 17 divisions worth of artillery ready to go. And we're still making, how many are we making a day? And we're still making 2 a day, which isn't a lot, but that's enough to field an army in like 2 months. So I feel like that's fine. We're getting 57 rifles. Maybe we should actually just start making even more rifles. You know, throw this to the top of the list. And then just start making even more. Even if it's only 1.25 a day, it's still better than nothing. So we got our battleship. Search and destroy plus 50%. Convoy. Nah, let's get a... I think we're going to go mostly heavy ships. So I think we're going to go with that one. And our entire navy is, yeah, currently docked up in Ireland. Because really, I think the main threat is you, right? Yeah, like the Commune of France doesn't have that big of a navy. It's really just Britain we need to be worried about. Okay, so let's, can we deploy more guys? What are you missing? You don't have support equipment either. We need 100 and we're making 6 a week. Yeah, let's actually make some more support equipment, actually. Like, that's pretty bad. We're getting, like, 1 a day and we need 176. Actually, we're getting less than 1 a day. They would have taken us, like, half a year to actually get enough support equipment. Which is pretty bad. Yes, we're getting some more rifles. We're at negative 46 now. Is that good enough to get out of, disaster? That doesn't sound very good, does it? Always false. Okay, so you eventually end up below stability if you fall below negative 60. You have to get a plus 100 to get back to regular. Okay. Disastrous when you go from negative 500 to negative 400. So that means the United States has less than 200 points, which is insane. You eventually get to this event asking you if you want to go with good at stability. Yeah, good stability is... Okay, those are just events later. So we have to get to a plus 100 to get back up to average. Which is pretty bad. Picking a focus will use 10 points. Well, we're still making a little bit of a profit, and if it's actually going to be 143 points away, I think we might as well just continue on. Especially if it's only going to take... So if you saved up 10 days worth, if we just find something that's worth like 10 days... Are these new? Were these always here? Maybe. Apparently, did I just not notice? Nothing we can do there. 42 days, 28 days. It's just 50 army experience. We don't need army experience. Strength in the navy. I mean, these are good for, you know, technologies and stuff, but... 2 infrastructure, 2 infrastructure. That oil, like, they're too good to give up. So we're going to use 10 points right away. But it's only going to take 60 days instead of the regular, whatever. Yeah, so we're getting 0.3, which isn't a lot. Actually, should we have done this? National plus 5% daily pickup power. We've got a little bit more power. So maybe it would have been better to actually do this. But, it's fine. It's not that big of a deal. So are these troops ready to deploy? We're actually getting some more equipment now, which is good. Yeah, they just don't have any rifles. Do you guys have rifles? You have most of your rifles. You have everything, but you're just not trained up. Okay, that's fine. You just keep doing this. Oh, we can actually collapse that. Oh, that is very helpful. Okay. I don't know. I mean, once you get like really big, like if you're playing as Germany and stuff, you're training like 1,000 troops at once, then at that point it makes sense to do it. But this is Canada. You don't really need to collapse it. This is all we're making. So that's fine. Logistics, negative 3.7 thousand rifles. We need a lot of tanks. Well, we're not even making the tanks, but we just need a lot of them. Can we start making a tank? Cut down on everything again. Let's just make some tanks. Yeah, this is kind of do it like that. Maybe. We're only getting 3 tanks a month, but I guess it is technically, in air quotes, better than what we were doing before. So you're just like, you don't even like us. We gave you military equipment and you don't actually even like us, which is insane. Like, how are you guys? How are you? You're in a disaster. But the Soviet Union is out of stability. Maybe that's why Russia is somehow still losing the war against the Soviets. Is that India? What are you doing? I'm assuming this is an event, but still. Stuff about Delhi. The atrocities in Nepal. This is probably what they just did. That's fine. India, you do that. You're probably gonna ask us to join the war, I guess, at some point. Or maybe they won't. I mean, it's against a river, and the entire country is mountains, so I don't know exactly how well you're really planning on doing this war, but okay. Also, Nigeria has shown up in Iran, so that's good. You know what? Screw it. Just deploy all these guys. Deploy, cancel those productions for now. You guys are going to be part of a new army. You can be green, I guess. I don't think we're using green yet. We'll assign you into a new theater. Let me just rename you to, I guess, the French garrison. Garrison. Nope, there's not a B in garrison. Okay, and then you guys are basically just going to garrison northern France. That's your job. I mean, I guess that's not technically northern France, but you know what I mean. Northern national France. Improve machine tools, concentrate industry 2, fantastic. Gaining, I think the resource gain is actually probably good for us. So let's just get like a 20% bonus like right away. So Nepal, how are you doing? You're currently being attacked by Nepal. Surprisingly, you're winning that battle. So let's see, expeditionary force, turn expeditionary, stage a coup. Invite the faction. Yeah, they're already in the faction. Yeah, that's my faction. Member of the Entente. Of course. Okay, improve relations, join wars, but I don't want to join the war. Yeah, request Lend-Lease. That's new in the DLC. Send volunteers, expeditionary force. I thought there was a new thing where basically you could ask for an expeditionary force, but maybe you can only do that with your vassals, or maybe that's not even in the game at all, and I'm just misremembering something. That seems entirely likely as well. Yeah, so you're still gonna win there. But yeah, but being able to actually ask for material seems nice, and you know, pretty useful. Especially if you're like Canada, you're at war with Germany, and you want, you know, supplies from the United States or something. Which you can't do in the game, even though in real life, I'm pretty sure the United States did that quite a lot. With Britain, I think. Britain requested a lot of stuff from the United States in World War II. But Hearts of Iron 4 had no way to modeling it before the DLC came out, so that's good that they've changed that. So where's the French garrison right now? They're just kind of going over the Atlantic. By the way, are these guys going through zones that my boats can't actually go through? I'm just curious. Nope. Wait, no, those are planes. Yeah, no. Our transport ships can go right through the seas that our actual main battleships can't go through. But the troop transports, yeah, no, that's completely fine. No, don't worry about it. Makes perfect sense. By the way, Nepal has a lot of troops. 10 to 21 is a lot. How? Nepal. Nepal. Like, I don't know if India is going to be able to break through that at all. 11 troops here? I mean, it's all mountains too, right? This is plain. So if India is going to make a breakthrough, it has to be right here. Because the entire other part, it's all mountains. Right? Your mountains, your hills. There's a lot of troops over there. He has to break through here and then march straight to Kathmandu. There's really nothing else he can do. But I do think this is going to be a good time to end this episode. Thanks for watching. My name's been Ansem. If you've enjoyed, remember to thumbs up. If you're not enjoying, click thumbs down. Want to see more, subscribe. And goodbye.